Money Watch. Stocks dropped for the second time in 2 days. The Dow was in the red all day. It finished the day off nearly 145 points.
The S&P 500 and NASDAQ also took hits today. The S&P is down around 1% and the NASDAQ is off more than 2%.
Ayelet Sheffey is an economic policy reporter at Insider, and she joins us now for more on the impact President Biden's 4-month student extension could have on Americans across the country. Ayelet, welcome. Great to have you with us. So, of course, President Biden is extending the pause on student loan payments for an additional 4 months. He will also be giving defaulted borrowers a fresh start by returning them to good standing. Break this all down for us, if you will. What does it mean?
Sure, absolutely. So today, as you mentioned, we learned 2 big measures that borrowers will be experiencing relief from. And one of those comes, as you said, from the 4-month payment pause extension. So this comes just weeks before President Biden had planned to resume payments on May 1st. So this means that borrowers will not have to make federal payments on their debt for an additional 4 months, at least through August 31st. And along with that, the Education Department is also planning to restore borrowers who were behind on payments, so in default or delinquency, to good standing. And we will likely hear more about what these plans will entail and the details for those borrowers in the coming weeks. But this will impact nearly 8 million borrowers who are falling behind on payments. And that will also impact federal and private borrowers. So in the upcoming 4 months, both federal and private borrowers will be experiencing relief, either from a pause on payments or being returned to good standing on their credit reports.
So in addition to all of that, what other kind of impacts do you expect this to have on the economy?
I found that the over 2 has saved borrowers nearly $200 billion, and that impacted about 37 million federal borrowers. So it was a really significant economic impact for these people. These borrowers were able to put money toward savings, toward retirement, toward things that they otherwise might have not been able to do had they been required to be making these monthly student loan payments. So that's just one side of the argument. And then in terms of how it will impact the economy, a lot of Republican lawmakers have been referring to the costs that the student loan pause has had on taxpayers. President Biden's recent extension of the pause, when it was set to expire on May 1st, had cost taxpayers about $150 billion. So while the more conservative argument against this broad relief is mostly centered around the taxpayers, a lot of more left-leaning economists and experts have argued that if the government can afford to continually extend this pause, it'll be a stimulus for the economy.
And oh, sorry, go ahead. So what about the lenders? How are they feeling about all of this? Presumably they're not thrilled. How does the extension impact them?
Right. So leading up to this student loan payment resumption, a lot of private lenders had been pushing President Biden to restart payments, along with canceling student debt for borrowers that would benefit the most from it. So as you're right, lenders probably are not pleased that this relief is continually getting extended. And it'll also be a lot of an administrative adjustment for not only lenders, but also student loan companies. They will have to once again target their outreach toward borrowers and make sure that they are aware of this new payment restart date, and along with working with the Education Department to transition borrowers' accounts, especially those who were defaulted, into good standing. So this will mean a lot of more administrative work on the side of the lender and the student loan servicer to make sure that borrowers are aware of the new updates of these payments.
But Ayelet, some critics say that, this is just a quick fix. What is your opinion on that?
Right. I mean, that is definitely what a lot of Democratic lawmakers have been saying as well. Today, we had the chair of the Senate Education Committee, Patty Murray, saying that this just simply is not enough. Biden needs to go ahead and further extend the relief through at least 2023. And that will give him time to implement permanent reforms to the student loan industry, like fixing broken student loan forgiveness programs and repayment programs.
Right. Ayelet Sheffey, thank you so much for joining us. Appreciate it.